about a royal staging, right? And he's a king in charge. Wouldn't you agree? Yes, we have to put our hands together for me. Thank you so much, a born king. Mommy set him up for life. We'd also like to acknowledge, ladies and gentlemen, Jesus Johnston, CEO, Supreme Ventures Gaming. Where is Jesus? Jesus is here, and I heard the one fan around the back, of course. Thank you so much for being here with us, Jesus. We also have with us Denzel Miller, Racing Secretary. I believe Mr. Denzel is right here. He has the hard task later on in the proceedings. Mr. Michael Kane is with us. Michael, hello, Michael. Where's Michael? Hi, Michael. Why are you not seated, Michael? Come have a seat with us, man. Racing analyst, he's here with us as well. We also have Anna Kay Barrett, Operations Steward for the Racing Commission. Anna Kay, where's Anna Kay? Hello, lovely lady. How are you? Good to see you. We'd also like to welcome the other directors, senior management, and other members of the SVL, SVREL team. Andy Sterling and other representatives of NYRA, representatives of Fox Sports. Yes, you did hear me right. I said Fox Sports. They are here with us, and we're going to be hearing much more about the partnership with Fox Sports for this year. Our sponsors, members of the media, and I'm going to be listing out the sponsors momentarily. Also, and most importantly, the connections and stakeholders of the horse racing industry. Hello, hello, hello to each and every one of you. Today would not be possible at all, as I said before, without some very key individuals or sponsors who made sure that they backed the second staging. We'd like to say a big thank you to the Rock Hotel for hosting us here this evening. Please give them a big round of applause, please. And the hospitality has been great so far, right? We're doing a survey right now. The hospitality at the Rock Hotel was good, right? I know the management team, they're around, so they want to hear from you. Thank you so much, Rock Hotel, for being here with us and for partnering with us for this second staging. The Jamaica Tourist Board, Sandoz Resorts International, ATL Automotive Group, CPJ, First Rock, Flow, IGT, Chemtech. Thank you so much to Main Events Entertainment Group, and they are the reasons why you can hear me loudly and proudly. They're responsible for the entire setup, and the boss is here, so they have to do it right. Right, Main Events team? No pressure, no pressure. Mayberry Investments, the team, of course, is here. Big up to Trade Winds, True Shake, and Calico Jack, Worthy Park Estate, Wasinco, Water, Cran Water, Supreme Ventures, of course, and also Supreme Ventures Racing and Entertainment Limited. So, ladies and gentlemen, the second staging, but a few historic firsts. We're talking about a US $150,000 purse, the largest ever for the English-speaking Caribbean. Can anybody tell me the Jamaican equivalent? You're not eligible for entry, I'm sorry. You work too closely with the planning committee. Anybody else in the back can tell me the Jamaican equivalent? 23 million, says the man in the suit. I know you are connected to us in some way, but that is indeed correct. 23 million Jamaican dollars. I think that deserves a big round of applause, please. That's what you call big money. And if you're not feeling that from me just yet, trust me, Solomon is going to make sure that you understand how big of a deal that is. Ladies and gentlemen, this year we're talking about a live broadcast on Fox Sports and also the confirmed participation of overseas entrants and jockeys. And of course, the return of a glamorous infield entertainment experience, and Caymanas Park will be the place to be on December 2. Come to the Mouttet Mile and release your inner royalty, darlings. Everybody must come out looking like they are royal indeed. And tonight we will learn which position each entrant will take in the starting gate for the first Bruce on the Loose Sprint Trophy and the feature race, the Mouttet Mile Invitational. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, to give you the official welcome and much more information, I invite at this time Mr. Solomon Sharp, King Solo, Executive Chairman of SVREL. Please make him welcome.
Thank you, Debbie. Good night, everyone. All protocols observed. I don't do very well with this paper, so I'm going to toss it. What a script. Did we set a script, Gary?
Always.
Good night, everybody. A big thank you for coming out tonight. This means a lot to us. 12 months of planning is finally here. We left the next day after the Mouttet Mile last year. We went to Arizona and we started meeting up with partners and kept sharing the vision that we have for Caymanas Park. Went on a few more visits, and I remember I was on a trip with Gary and Jerry Mouttet, Chris Berry, and I looked on them and I said, hey, how about if we put the Mouttet Mile on international TV? They all kind of looked at me and went, okay, that's a good idea. And I could tell that they were saying, what's up with this crazy guy? So on the way back, I walked with a bottle of 35-year-old rum, and I went to Naira, and I was lucky because my friend Joe Longo was one of the few days that he was in office. He was so happy to get the 35-year-old rum because he says his wife is 35, and they're going to enjoy it. We had a meeting in his office, and I says, you know, I want to put this race on TV. Here comes Dave O'Rourke, and I was like, Dave, we have to put this race on TV. And he's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. So he's coming to my office. We chatted for a few minutes, and then he says, I think we're going to make it work. Months later, at Preakness, they told Chris and Aswando that it would happen. We were scared to announce it because we wanted to see it in writing first. It is in writing, and there'll be a book written about all of this. On Sunday night, we got an email from Andy. Says, I'm not coming again. I mean, why are you not coming? There was some technical glitch with the airlines, and they canceled their flights 3 times. We stayed up all night. We fixed the reservations, and Andy was here last night. So it's going to happen. Andy Sterling, please stand. This is a master handicapper, Andy Sterling, that everyone in New York is jealous of because he was a chosen soldier to come and represent Naira and Fox in Jamaica. He's been tweeting ever since, and we now have a new ambassador for Caymanas Park and for Jamaica. Ladies and gentlemen, when we took over this thing, we said we had to have a big destination event. The Mouttet Mile is special, not just because of its purse money, but because what it will deliver for this industry. So it's just one event as we restructure the racing calendar and the whole racing business in Jamaica. The guys from Naira will tell you all about Saratoga and how important that is, and the culmination of Saratoga with the Travers. Well, this is a version of our Travers. This is one of the most important races in the Caribbean. This means a lot for the breeders, the owners, the trainers, the jockeys, the grooms, the grassmen, the vets, the racing commission, the entire horse racing ecosystem of Jamaica of over 100,000 people that depend on this sport for their livelihood. Ladies and gentlemen, we take this thing absolutely serious. This is going to change a lot of lives in Jamaica. There are a lot of lives, there are a lot of jockeys that come, they're an apprentice. Rajiv would have gotten on a couple of horses when he was a baby. He never rode here, but that is what gave him that passion. We also have Jamaican-born Rajiv Miraj. Where's Rajiv? Was ridden several Breeders' Cup winners and about 3,000 winners in North America. Congrats, Rajiv. That passion for racing never ridden in Jamaica, but that passion for racing started in Jamaica. Rohan Crichton never saddled a horse officially. Never saddled a horse in Jamaica, but he went. He used to go to the track with his dad. Eventually got enough money, bought some horses for himself, became a trainer in North America. He likes what we're doing, and from day one, he told me that he was a fan of horse racing in Jamaica and that he's going to support me all the way, and he did by sending his horse, Rough Entry, who will run in the race this weekend. We set out to have an international race, and in 5 years we said we're going to have people from all over the world. In year 2, we have ended up with a Japanese jockey who is based in Canada. Where's Daisu? So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jamaica, Daisu Fukumoto. As if that wasn't enough, we stumbled upon a Frenchman who has ridden 2,955 wins in North America, who plies his trade right now in Kentucky. And we have also Julian Leperoux, who comes into the island on Friday. So this is a real big international flavor. Add to that the Canadian-born American Top, the American-born Rough Entry. Then you have the American-born Easy as ABC, and a slew of other American and Jamaican horses that have been domiciled here from last year. We have a full field of 16, but that's not just all. We decided that we had to add different races. So last year we had the Mouttet Mile and the Chairman's Plate. This year we've added the Bruce on the Loose, trained by none other than the maestro, Philip Fiani. Where are you, Philip? Welcome, Philip. So I've added the Bruce on the Loose sprint over 6.5 furlongs. And ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of banter about purses, but this is the richest purse day in the history of Jamaica of almost $40 million. So we've been restructuring this whole product, putting our money where our mouth is, and here it is. I'm really excited. I still can't believe it's all happening at this level, but this is just the start. I'm going to wake up very soon. I'm going to smile. We're going to have a great race day on Saturday, and then I'm going to go back to dream again. And we're going to take this thing to a whole next level. I told Gary Peart, and he says that we're going to do it. This race might be run for 500,000 one day, and who knows, 1 million. The guys in Naira said that the day we get to 250, they're all coming. So guys, our local guys, the guys who are on the internet, get your money ready. Get your horses here next year, because we're going to make this bigger and better. Thank you very much for coming out. Good luck to all the connections for Saturday. We're going to have a fantastic race meet. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you see why we call him King Solomon, right? Please put your hands together once more, please. For Executive Chairman for Supreme Ventures Racing and Entertainment Limited. Are you excited? Yes. No, that don't sound like you're excited. Hold on. Are you keeping the excitement for race day? Is that what you're doing? With everything that Solomon just announced a while ago, are you excited for December 2? Oh, that sounds better. That sounds better. Congratulations to the amazing team for making sure that, of course, the history of horse racing, and as Solomon mentioned, the ecosystem that benefits from horse racing is sustained, because we're talking about so many people. I'm from Clarendon, by the way. Anybody inside here from Clarendon? I'm from Clarendon. I grew up seeing a lot of people bet on horses. In fact, I grew up seeing people sending their kids to school from the monies that they won in the betting shop, right? Including my grandfather. I'm going to admit it. Yes, my grandfather was there betting on horses. But trust me, it is big business, and it has sustained Jamaicans, no matter how you look at it. And so I'm really, really proud of the Mouttet Mile and what it stands for and the contribution that it is indeed making to Jamaica. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next speaker I'm about to introduce on stage, you heard Solo mentioned him before. Andy Sterling, senior racing analyst, and he's big deal business. He's one of the top racing analysts in the world. And we're talking about a gentleman who has a podcast as well, reaching millions worldwide. He's big deal business, and we're very happy to have him this year. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a warm Jamaican welcome, Mr. Andy Sterling. And Sir Sterling, I hope them give you some jerk chicken already. No, they gave you a fish. So we're gonna.
It's early in the week.
Oh, it's early in the week. Okay, it's early days yet. All right, no problem. We'll fix this.
Thank you so much for having me here. It's an incredible honor for me to be here and to be invited to come here, as a matter of fact. And I think I can echo a lot of things that Solomon said, and I really enjoyed the words he had to say. And I've been going to the tracks. I grew up in Saratoga, and I started going to the track in the mid-'70s. Now, Saratoga does not have a great Jamaican flavor, though I try to convince my friends from New York to come up. But once I moved to New York in the mid-'80s and started coming, I realized that it's not even close. The single greatest fans of horse racing are Jamaicans. I can't tell you what it's like. As I've often said at NYRA, someone will say we should have a Jamaican day, and I'll say, well, every day at Aqueduct's a Jamaican day. And I have so many great friends that I've had for 30 or more years, and the people that came with me from New York can testify to this as they come down to our office and visit us as well. And they're such great fans, and for so many years, they've been telling me, you have to go to Jamaica, you have to go to Caymanas Park, you've got to go, it's so great, everybody loves racing, and obviously I believe them because of how much the Jamaican community supports us, and they support us in person. And one of the things in racing, especially in America, is getting people to come to the track. Well, we don't have to worry about that with the Jamaicans. They are there, and they are there in force. So for me to get invited here and come in front of you all today and tonight, it's an incredible honor. I can't tell you how much it means to me that I could be asked to come down to what I think are the greatest fans in horse racing, and you can't find a bigger fan of racing than myself. Racing has been everything to me. Everything I have, the friends I have, the things I have in life are because of working in racing. The greatest experiences of my life, and there are no better fans than Jamaicans. And to be here with you guys and to be able to celebrate the running of this race with people like Solomon and so many others that are committed to bringing racing to Jamaica and making it prosper, it means a great deal to be part of it, and I'm honored to be here. Don't say that you're honored to have me. I am the one who is greatly honored to be here with you. So thank you so much for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for we're going to adopt him now, our very own Andy Sterling. Put your hands together for him, please. Andy, I'm sorry, I have to say it's an honor to have you. And as you heard, Andy, there's nobody fans than Jamaicans, right? Excuse, I just want to make sure. Main events, it's not our end, right? So it's something wrong with. So Andy said that there are no better fans than Jamaicans, right? If I was still in the same place. I don't understand this. But Andy, seriously, we're very honored to have you. And I'm going to make sure, Andy, that before you leave here, you learn at least one Jamaican dance move.
That would be a miracle.
And of course, on cue, my trusty DJ Narity has a tune there. And in fact, I don't know if you know, but Gary's a big dancer. He's a ravers. So Gary has a dance move, and we're going to make sure that you learn 1 or 2 steps before you leave here, all right? Deal? Deal? Okay.
I'm not making any.
He's not making any deal. Smart man. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue with the proceedings. It is time for the post position draw. We're going to get the racing details. And at this time, please help me invite to the podium Mr. Denzel Miller, Racing Secretary. Please make him welcome.
Thank you, Debbie. Good evening, everyone, and with all protocols observed, we're back. The second running of the Mouttet Mile. 150,000 Jamaican dollars. Who could ask for, sorry, screech, US dollars. Who could ask for anything more? But maybe 2024 we get some more, right, Chairman? So, of course, inaugural running was last year, and the name of the race actually takes the name from our main sponsor, Mr. Paul Mouttet, chairman of the TNT-based Zodiac Caribbean Ventures Limited, currently the largest shareholder of SVRL's mother company. SVL, the inaugural running was on December the 3rd, 2022, and it attracted 16 fantastic thoroughbreds, vying for 125,000 last year. The field comprised of 9 native-bred horses and 7 that were bred and imported from the US to participate in the event. The race was won by the 7-to-1 choice, Excessive Force, closing late in the last half a furlong to win by a length and a quarter, beating a 73-to-1 long shot in Duke. And incidentally, Duke is back in the lineup this year. Excessive Force is owned by ACK Stables, conditioned by legendary Jamaican trainer Philip Fiani OD, or 14-time champion. And he was ridden by Babita Harvey. The winning groom was Mr. Devon A. Biggs, and just 2 lengths separated the first 4 or 5 horses at the winning post. So there it was a very exciting and competitive race. The race conditions: the second running of the Mouttet Mile Grade 1 Invitational, set for Saturday, December the 2nd at Caymanas Park. Purse, 150,000 US dollars. The distance, of course, is a mile, a 1-turn mile, Andy. We have that here in Jamaica. The track record, set way back in 1997 by Wanting and Having for owner Argyle Farms, trained by Philip Fiani, and was ridden by Anthony Baker. Of course, the stakes record was set last year by Excessive Force, and as Mr. Fiani said, time only matters when you're in jail. And that stakes record is 1:41 seconds for the distance. This year we have a maximum field of 16, high weights 126 pounds, fillies allowed 5, native bred 3-year-olds allowed a further 2 kilos, and that would round off the special conditions of the Mouttet Mile. The second stakes race on the program, the Chairman's Plate over 1820 meters, and of course last year it was a very exciting race. 2 horses owned by Mrs. Elizabeth DaCosta, trained by her son Jason DaCosta, had a ding-dong fight for the last half a furlong, with Miniature Man coming out on top by just over a neck. Of course, the distance of that race is a 2-turn, 9 furlongs and 25 event, and the track record is 150-3, held by Sir Mohan Gopal, which was set way back in '97. The third race, or the third stakes race on the card, as Chairman said earlier, is the introduction of the Bruce on the Loose Sprint Trophy. This captivating Grade 2 event over 6.5 will add another dimension to a pulsating action to the already storied and rich Mouttet Mile race day. Bruce on the Loose Sprint Trophy carries a lucrative purse of 2.5 million Jamaican. Similar to the Mouttet Mile, Bruce on the Loose Trophy race transcends geographical boundaries, as Bruce on the Loose raced successfully in both Jamaica and the Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. He was crowned champion 3-year-old here in Jamaica, and he was awarded Horse of the Year on 4 occasions in Trinidad and Tobago. This magnificent grey horse won a total of 29 races, inclusive of numerous graded events, was victorious 7 times here in Jamaica and 22 times in Trinidad and Tobago. That is really outstanding. In addition, Bruce on the Loose was owned by none other than Messrs. Paul Mouttet, Herbie Chung, and Paul Ho, and he was conditioned by Philip Fiani OD in Jamaica and John O'Brien in Trinidad and Tobago. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, 3 stakes races set for Saturday, on Mouttet Mile Day 2023. Thank you.
And we say thank you so much, Sir Miller, for that comprehensive overview on what to expect on race day. Much there to look forward to. Ladies and gentlemen, in what is an unprecedented move for Caymanas Park, for the first time, we have 5 jockeys signed as ambassadors. And this is the only time that I will not look past you not cheering, because you better cheer for them when I call their names, please. Ryan Lewis, Tevin Foster, Javanil Patterson, all signed to True Shake. And then we have Dane Dawkins, 876 Water, and Philip Parchment, I Cool. Give them a big round of applause, please. That is it. We love to see them thriving and doing great things on the track, off the track. We love to see it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we move the proceedings along, we invite at this time Mr. Michael Kane, racing analyst, to talk to us about the field. Of course, please put your hands together and make him welcome. He's been walking up and down, parading in his royal suit since he got here. And I'm sure he has much to tell us. Come on up, Mr. Kane. I can't imagine what you're going to wear on December 2. The bashment suit?
Thank you very much, Debbie. All protocols observed. And we are here for the big Mouttet Mile, the second run of the Mouttet Mile. A big field of 16, maximum field of 16, have been entered to go postwards. Starting off with the first entry, Easy as ABC, owned by J. Rackpaul. This one will have 57 kilos. Trained out of Van Hutchinson, more popularly known as Dude, and our 5-time champion jockey Trevor Simpson OD, also known as Slicer. He'll be in the saddle. Easy as ABC has 2.8 million in earnings, has 1 win, which came in Florida, 2023. That's January this year. No wins in Jamaica as yet. Next entry, American Tap, owned with his racing stable. This one has a allotted weight of 55 kilos. Trained by Howard Jagai, and Tevin Foster will be aboard. Has 1 win over 5 furlongs straight in 58-2, and that was in the Nigel B. Nunes Memorial, and was 4th in the St. Elizabeth Distaff on Jamaica Cup Day. Multiple win in the USA is American Tap, so this one is expected to do very well. Next entry is our reigning horse of the year, Atomica, owned Oak Ridge Farms. 53 kilos the allotted weight, and Gear Sabrata the trader, champion jockey Dane Dawkins, her usual rider, he'll be aboard. And this Atomica has amassed over 6.346 million in stakes earnings with 13 career wins. She's our reigning horse of the year. She won the Jamaica Cup twice, set a track record in doing so on the first victory, and she ran 203 flat this year. She won the Menudo over 2,000 meters in 208.2, and she won the Legal Light Trophy over 1,820 meters in 156 flat. Also won the Clovis Metcalf over 1,500 meters in 131.3. Next entry, Mojito, champion 2-year-old of last season, and he started off this season looking unbeatable when winning the Prince Consort first, and then he won the Kingston, and then he won the 2,000 Guinness. He'll have a mere 49.5 kilos with Paul Francis riding for Hall of Fame trainer Richard Azan. And this Mojito has won 5 races in his career with over $5 million in stakes earnings. Next entry is Runaway Algo, owned Landmark Farms, 55 kilos of weight. This one will be ridden by Javanil Patterson. We just heard about him a while ago, one of our ambassadors and one of the True Shake riders. And he rides for last year's most improved trainer, Dale Murphy. 4.874 million in earnings so far for Runaway Algo. 10 victories. Was recently 4th in the Jamaica Cup, 2nd in the non-touch sprint, beaten by Atomica and She's My Destiny, respectively. Next entry is Blue Vinyl, last year's Jamaica 2000 Guinness winner and Jamaica St. Ledger winner. He'll have 52 kilos. He's now trained by Alfred Brown. Radish Roban, the Sneaky Fox, will be aboard. Blue Vinyl has earned over 4.1 million in earnings, 2nd recently in the Jamaica Cup, well beaten by his arch rival, the champion horse of the year, Atomica. Next entry, Perfect Brew, owned by Richard Zan and Graham Brown, Dr. Graham Brown. Trained, Hall of Fame trainer Richard Zan, and this one would have 53 kilos. And you heard about the Japanese jockey, Daisuke Fukumoto. He'll be aboard. 3.657 million in earnings for Perfect Brew with 8 career victories. 4th recent in the Port Royal Sprint, beaten by Mahogany, and was 4th in the Philip Fiano D Gold Cup. Next entry, Mahogany, owned Ellis, Henry, Pratt, Pragnell, and Passard. 54 kilos of weight. And this Mahogany, trained by Ian Passard, and will have Robert Hardball Hallidine in the saddle. 17 wins in the career of Mahogany so far, and this one has gone within shades of 3 track records. 8.5 furlong track record, the 7.5 furlong track record, and the 6.5 furlong track record. So Mahogany is a big-time performer, and recently won the Port Royal Sprint, and also was quite prominent in the 49th running of the Philip Fiano D Gold Cup. Next entry, Money Miser, a 3-year-old, trained, owned, bred, Fitzroy Gillespie, more popularly known as Pumpkin, and Roger Hughes will ride. 3.121 million in earnings, was recently first in the United Racehorse Trainers Association Trophy, over 1,820 meters, or 9 furlongs and 25 yards. Next entry is Duke, last year's runner-up at massive odds with Alan Bongo John Mirage. Don't know where that run came from, but he hasn't performed up to that standard so far this season, and he has been disappointed the last couple of outings when well fancied. Owned the Success Farm, Gear Sabrati the trainer, 2.1 million in earnings for Duke with 14 lifetime wins. Next entry is Ability, owned and trained Patrick Lynch, the professor, and this one is our Derby winner of 2023 with a mere 51 kilos. Jordan Bart will be aboard, and this one came flying when finishing 3rd in the 49th running of the Philip Fiano D Gold Cup. So watch out for Ability. Now at a mile with 51 kilos. Mamma Mia is the next entry, owned by champion owner Carlton Watson, trained champion trainer Jason Acosta. Jerome Innes, also known as Cranberry, will be aboard. It's going to be a mere 50 kilos here. And this Mamma Mia is a classic winner. She won the Oaks, and she won the Jamaica 1,000 Guineas as well. So she's a big-time performer, and she will be prominent with the lightweight. Next entry, She's My Destiny, owned S&A Syndicate, 53 kilos the allotted weight, trained by champion trainer Jason Acosta. Ryan Lewis, the leading rider, and champion jockey-elect. He'll be aboard. She's My Destiny has 13 career wins, and she recently won the 49th running of the Philip Fiano D Gold Cup, coming from off the pace, running on and mowing down Mahogany inside the final furlong. So she can run on, she can stalk, and she can lead. She's very versatile, and she'll be in the thick of things throughout. Next entry is That a Fact, owned Carlton Watson, Jason Acosta, the trainer, 6-time champion jockey, or unprecedented 6-time champion jockey Omar Walker will be aboard. 2.7 million in earnings, therefore, Is That a Fact. 5 career wins. This importee looks to be going places. Won the Port of the Rich Girl over 1,400 meters in 125.2, and won the Arthur Jones over 1,200 meters in 113 flat. Next is I Am Fred, owned Medina Zan, and this I Am Fred started off the season looking unbeatable, winning his first 4 races of 2023. He has 53.5 kilos. He's trained by the champion trainer Jason Acosta. Philip Parchment will ride, and 4 million plus in earnings with a total of 11 career wins for I Am Fred. He recently ran 3rd in the Port Royal Sprint behind Mahogany, and he was 2nd in the She's a Man Eater over a mile earlier in the season. And to close off, the star-studded field of 16 is Rough Entry. Entrant from the USA, has not raced locally. Owned R. Crichton, D. Smith, and D. Walker. And this one will notably have joint top weight of 57 kilos. So Easy as ABC and Rough Entry will tow top weight. Rough Entry, trained by Ron Crichton, and will be ridden by Julian Leperoux. 7.626 million in earnings for Rough Entry in multiple victories overseas, and has 2 wins and 4 seconds at Gulfstream Park. This year, Rough Entry makes his much-anticipated local debut. That's the field of 16, star-studded field of 16 for the second running of the Mouttet Mile. It will be my job to tell you who's going to win, who's going to come 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and even 5th for the high 5. So I'll tell you all about the Mouttet Mile later in the week. I'll tell you who's going to win, for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know many of us, we know the voice, right? Thank you to the two persons who responded, because I know we know the voice. There's nothing wrong in saying that, yes, we know the voice, but tonight we're able to put a face to the voice, right? Can you believe we will get to see the man in the flesh? He's an icon walking, right? Many of us would have grown up hearing him on the radio announcing, making those big announcements. Much to look forward to there on December 2, 16 to take the field. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be having the draw. And so I invite Mr. Denzel Miller back to the microphone to do the most exciting part of this evening's proceedings. Come on up, sir. Are you ready? Hi, Rock. Can you send around some drinks, please? Let's just get everybody in the better spirits. Thank you. Also, ladies and gentlemen, can you please turn your attention to my right, Miss Lisa McDonald, dressed by Ereline. Now this year, the theme is royalty, and she exemplifies the theme, don't it? From the crown to the sole of her feet. Seriously, she is beautiful. And this is a fashion that we're looking to see on a race day. Yes, you're going to come out looking royal on the day, please. And we have some more fashion inspiration for you in a moment. As Mr. Miller gets to the end of the stage, he's making sure that everything is good to go.
Thanks once again. It's now time for the real excitement. 16 balls placed in the draw machine. We have 16 names in a jar, and our very special guest, Mr. Andy Serling, will be selecting each thoroughbred. You may go ahead. You may start the machine. Okay, Andy, would you like to select the first horse? Andy has selected Perfect Brew. And Perfect Brew's post position coming up. Perfect Brew post position number 13. Perfect Brew will be ridden by our visiting jockey, Fukumoto, for Richard Azan. Next, Andy.
Runaway Algo.
Runaway Algo. Runaway Algo will break from post position number 8. Jockey Javanil Patterson. Next selection. Duke, second in the event last year. Gary has to name a rider in the morning. He'll break from post position number 11. Next selection. Mamma Mia. Jerome Innes in the irons. Gate number 3 goes to Mamma Mia. Next up is Mahogany. Post position 4, Mahogany, ridden by Robert Halladine. The next selection is the 2023 Derby Hero, Ability. Jordan Barrett rides. 16, Ability. Next horse up is Easy as ABC. Post position number 6 goes to Easy as ABC.
I am Fred.
Next is I Am Fred. Philip Parchment rides. Post position number 5, I Am Fred.
American Tap.
Next horse up is American Tap. Kevin Foster for Howard Jigai. $14 goes to American Tap. Next is the reigning horse of the year, Atomica. Atomica breaks from gate number 10. Dane Dawkins rides. Rough entries next. Julian Leparoux for Rowan Crichton. $15 goes to rough entry. Next is Gold Cup winner, She's My Destiny. Post position 1 goes to She's My Destiny. Next selection is Blue Vinyl, Radish Roman rides. Blue Vinyl will break from gate number 2. Next horse is Mojito, champion 2-year-old of last season. Paul Francis rides. Gate number 9, Mojito. 2 balls left in the machine, 2 horses in the box.
Is that a fact?
Next is That a Fact? Omar Walker. Is That a Fact? 7. And with one more name, Money Miser, and one more ball. Gate number 12, Money Miser. Thank you, ladies. A brief recap. And of course, thanks to Andy for selecting the horses in the lineup. 1, She's My Destiny. 2, Blue Vinyl. 3, Mamma Mia. 4, Mahogany. 5, I Am Fred. 6, Easy as ABC. 7, Is That a Fact? 8, Runaway Algo. 9, Mojito. 10, Atomica. 11, Duke. 12, Money Miser. 13, Perfect Brew. 14, American Tap. 15, Rough Entry. And 16, Ability. Ladies and gentlemen, 11 races this weekend. An early post time of a possible 10:20. The Chairman's Trophy set to run off at 2:02, while the Mouttet Mile at 4:45 p.m. Debbie, over to you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard the post positions. Are you excited? Do you know who you are going to be placing your bets for yet? No? I'm going to need some help, right? So for the seasoned bettors, please, I'm going to need to have a little one-on-one conference later on. And you just help me, all right, Michael? You can. You're the man for the job, right? Because you know everybody. You know how they perform all the time. So you're the person I need to talk to. So we're going to talk after this, right? Exactly, exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, much excitement to come on December 2. 11 races. The Mouttet Mile happens at 4:45. Is that correct? 4:45. So make sure that you all roll on out. It's going to be a fantastic day. And one of the amazing experiences that we all enjoy for the Mouttet Mile, in addition to the races and getting to see those persons we haven't seen in a while, is the dress-up factor, right? This year's theme is royal. And we expect everybody to come out in their royal bests. Don't leave it for Sunday. Come out with the Saturday royal bests so we can make sure that you're plastered all over page 2, 3, and 4, and all over online, on the online platform, Sleek, Scan, everywhere. All our media partners want to make sure that you are seen in your best outfit. In fact, we have, and you just saw a while ago, Lisa, in her, can you please stand again for me, my darling? Her royal attire. Lisa, I know you know how to do the queen wave as well because you're royalty. There you go. No, I came inside here thinking that Lisa is Miss Jamaica. Until I see you right. What name should we give it? Miss Jamaica Horse World Horse. Okay, something. We're gonna find a title, but my gosh, that is the idea of the outfit for Saturday. Looking absolutely splendid, my darling. And what are you gonna wear if you wear this tonight? What are you gonna wear? Resort wear by Earline. I know they have you, right? And we also have with us as partners for wardrobe, we have the Etel store. And in fact, we have Shine Excel and Entreu Tobias. I believe they're also here with us this evening wearing designs by the Etel store. Where are they? Come on down. Let's show you the style for Saturday. Natural beauty. Exactly, they're asking Lisa to wave. You know how they're going to say is Miss Jamaica World 2023. No, and everybody will come across a little puzzle. Please, can we have them please down here so we can have a look at what the theme should look like? Solomon, what you wearing? Oh, yes. Solomon, what you wearing? You find anything yet? You're coming as yourself because you're royal. Exactly. You're King Solomon. Exactly. No. Gary, I don't even have to ask you because last year you just stopped the whole crowd. So this year you're on the next level, I am sure. Oh my gosh. But please, you're asking everyone to just come on out, have a wonderful time. You must be guided accordingly, right? So be whimsical with the headwear, fit for kings and queens. We're talking about top hats, turbans, tiaras, crowns, jewel beads, and wraps. Go hard or go home. And we don't want you to go home. We want you to go hard and done. Here it is. Come on down, my darling. This is what we're talking about. From the Etal store, Royal African Prince. Isn't it lovely? Absolutely. Put your hands together for them, please.
Never been someone shy.
That's what we're talking about.
Until I see
Rich silks from Chinese emperors, the intricate detailing of Indian princesses, classic royal European elegance, the vibrant fabric of African chiefs, and the bold designs of Jamaican dance hall royalty. So if you're thinking dance hall, yeah. If you're thinking of anything at all dancehall related, it is a place to be as well. But this is what we're talking about on the day. Thank you so much to our lovely, lovely, lovely models. And as we wrap up the photography and wrap up the proceedings, because we want everyone to have the conversations, and we're going to be asking at this time Mr. Gary Peart, Executive Chairman of the Supreme Ventures Limited, to come forward to give us the closing remarks. Please make Gary welcome, please.
Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Pride, proud, happy are some of the words to describe me today. I remember when we started this journey with Solomon, we started visioning. People thought we're crazy. People, weren't sure what we're about. But I just wanted us systematically do this because, as I said, I've been very excited. I'd want Solomon and his team that has worked very hard on this thing just to stand and for you guys to congratulate him. Solomon, Chris, Aswanda, Kent, board member. It's been amazing. Every time they travel, they come back and they're like, what question can we use to get more money out of the exec chair? So far, it's money well spent, guys. Well done. Thank you. My SVL crew, it has been a team, a journey. Please stand so everybody can recognize you as well. Debs, you're part of it. Woman, can I get some little clapping too? Heather Golson, I saw her earlier. I want to have a special thank you to Miss Carole Beckford. Where is she? Where is Carole? My African queen. One of the things the stakeholders at Caymanas over the decades have been concerned about is getting sponsorship. And I actually brought in Carole, and Carole works directly out of my office. And it was with a sense of pride when I heard Debbie stand up and say, let me speak about the sponsors. And she just started to call names, and I was like, Jesus, I remember 2 years ago. The no's were longer. And, Carole, well done, good job. Next year we want double the amount. Again, when Sal and I sat and we chatted about this day, we're like, are we crazy? And we were crazy to dream that Caymanas will not just become the preeminent racetrack in the Caribbean and the world, but would become one of the biggest tourism draws and pulls here. And we're actually seeing it now. And so I don't know if the JTB people here, Jamaica Tourist Board, when we went to present and said, listen, Caymanas track can become the biggest tourist draw in this country. And they're like, these guys are really crazy. This is the start, Jamaica. This is the start, Jamaica Tourist Board. When we look on, for the first time, we have, 4 Solomon, 4 horse entries coming down directly for the Mouttet Mile. Today, I was so pleased to open the sporting section and say, Slicer, Trevor Simpson, coming back, right? We have 4 foreign jockeys that are coming on to ride in a race. And let me tell you something, guys. I know the argument that is going to come next year. Why so much foreign jockey come here next year? Because we've gotten calls from at least 3 of the top jockeys in the world that have given apologies that they're not here this year, but they're definitely coming next year. So it's a challenge to our Jamaican jockeys. Listen, step up your game, because getting a ride for Mouttet Mile 2024 is going to be a challenge. But until we get there, we have to celebrate Mouttet Mile 2023. And what makes that possible is the Mouttet family. And that actually has been one of the biggest secrets that we have had at SVL for a while. Because the patron of the Mouttet family, Javon Mouttet, is one of the biggest horse racing addicts that you can find in the world today. And, you know, we always smile, Solomon, when they said, you know, we didn't know how to run a racetrack, you don't know how to do this. But we had one of the best in Javon advising us. And I'm so happy to see that one of his best horses that he had owned, Bruce on the Loose, has actually gotten a race. And we're blessed that Javon will be able to make it on the Mouttet Mile Day. And I just want to take this opportunity to tell them thanks. It's because of their generosity in terms of their sponsorship that makes this day a great day. And, you know, we'll be engaging in discussions starting from tonight to see how far we can get the sponsorship to for 2024. But, you know, I don't have any rum, but, you know, let's congratulate the Mouttet family. All that's left to do is drink the drinks, eat the food, enjoy ourselves, and we look forward to 10:20 on Saturday morning when the first race is run, and with certainty 4:45 in the afternoon, when I believe for the first time, I came very close last year, but Philip Fiani mashed up my vision. I had a vision of 5 horses side by side, neck and neck, down in the last half furlong, and we're trying to figure who's going to win. I came close to it, and Philip mashed it up with excessive force, right? And Runway left everybody. But I think this year, guys, we're going to get that vision. So please, thank you for all the support. Caymanas could never be anything without all of you here today. And one of the things that Solomon and I speak about every day, how can we improve the harmony of Caymanas and the stakeholders? How can we go further? Because when we visit legends, titans like Searles, they're just blown away by what we have here in Jamaica. And I think once we continue working together, which is what we're seeing here tonight, we will make Caymanas Park one of the best racetracks in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Spoken like a true, proud executive chairman, right? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together again for Mr. Gary Peart. Visionary risk taker. He's always been known to be that kind of person with a drink in his hand all the way, right? This concludes the formalities of the proceedings. Thank you again so much for making it to the post-position draw and reception for the richest race in the English-speaking Caribbean. Please make sure that I see each and every one of you out and early on Saturday for the big, big day, starting with the first at 10:20. Again, we'd like to say thanks to Mr. Gary Peart, Solomon Sharp. Thanks again to Mr. Jesus Johnston. Thanks to Denzel Miller, Michael Kane, Anna K. Barrett. Big thanks to Andy Serling and the entire team from NYRA, the entire team from Fox Sports. We are going to be on Fox Sports. Make some noise for that, please. That's a big deal business, Jamaicans. So you know, so we have to come out look good, right? You know, with nice clothes. Because one thing with us Jamaicans, we have to look good on TV. Am I right or am I right? Exactly, especially because we're going on foreign TV, is a big deal. Powder, so we have to look. No powder, please. No powder. If it's powder, please conceal it. We don't want to see it anywhere. You know what I mean, exactly. Big thanks to all our sponsors again. Big thanks to the Mouttet family, Rock Hotel, Jamaica Tourist Board, Sandals Resorts International, ATL Automotive Group, CPJ, First Rock Flow, IGT, Chemtech. Big thanks to Main Event Entertainment Group, Mayberry Investments, Tradewinds, True Shake, Calico Jack, Worthy Park Estate, Wasinco, Watercran Water, Supreme Ventures Limited, Supreme Ventures Racing and Entertainment Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, all you have to do for the rest of the night is to have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for being here again. Please enjoy. Big up to my DJ Narity, who's going to make sure you have a wonderful evening. Enjoy. Thank you.
Smart it. I'm telling you, but just loving yourself. You know what I mean? Value yourself, think highly of yourself. You know, you're very important. Hashtag, I'm a big deal.
VIP, you're my friend and my VIP. VIP. Ask anybody, boy.
I'm a big deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. Yeah, we're kinda important. For real. Oh yeah, I'm a big deal. And my friends are some big deals. Very, very, very important. For real. This has nothing to do with money or fame or vanity. This one is all about self-worth. So big up your chest and stand proud and don't matter about nobody. No man no more than no man on this earth. So whether you walk or you a drive car, I tell you if you're white or black like tar, me feel good in yourself, you're a star. Push up on the one and tell all the haters I'm a big deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. I'm if you tell you, yeah, we're kinda important. Okay. For real. Oh yeah, I'm a big deal. Believe me, my friends are some big deals. Okay. Very, very, very important. For very. For real. It's like you have the prime. Hashtag, I'm a big deal.